Hello, my name is Jennifer Terri. I make Philippine Travel Updates. Today is February 25. Ooh, it's a holiday in the Philippines today. So you'd expect government offices would be closed, including Philippine embassies, consulate general offices in the outside the country. It's a national holiday. Yeah. Now, Cebu Airport has made a public advisory today stating that mandatory One Health Pass registration for all arriving international passengers. This is nothing new, guys. Alam na natin to. Lahat talaga ng lahat ng uuwi, kailangan mag-register sa One Health Pass. All arriving passengers in the Philippines must register with One Health Pass. This is required in all ports of entry, whether you are landing in Manila, or in Clark, or in Cebu, or in Davao, or in Lawag, or in Subic. One Health Pass is used. Okay, so One Health Pass is used for contact tracing. This is where you submit your information, your travel history. You will also submit your negative test result, your vaccination proof here. It is important. It's one of the most important things that you must have, the One Health Pass QR code. And if you want a tutorial video on how to register, I made this video for Filipinos. And then this one is for foreign nationals, English. Now, you can register 3 days before your actual arrival date in the Philippines. And reminder that all passengers, including children, so if you have children traveling with you, please register them to One Health Pass as well. It is completely free of charge. Register to onehealthpass.com.ph. One Health Pass is a good thing, guys. It's less congestion at the airport. Kasi kung walang One Health Pass, there will be manual forms. Ay naku, ang haba ng process sa airport, ang haba ng pila kung ganun. It's actually a good thing that it is an electronic form. It's faster processing, easier verification for the airport staff. So, wag na lang po tayo magreklamo, follow na lang po tayo, mag-register tayo doon. If nahihirapan tayo, we can ask for help from our families. Now, for the accepted vaccination proof, good news for Romania and the British Virgin Islands. Your vaccination proof state or the national vaccination proof issued by these countries will be accepted in the Philippines. Overall, there are now 66 countries on that reciprocity list set by the IATF. This is the list of the IATF. 66 countries now. Still very far away from the 157 countries allowed in the country. 66. Now, let's talk about travel capacity. This is a concern for everyone, no? Because the higher the flight capacity, more people can come home, the cheaper the flights would be, more flights to the Philippines. According to the One-Stop Shop Administrator Undersecretary Raul Del Rosario in an interview with PTV the other day, their average of 36 to 43 international flights landing in Manila. Currently, Manila has a 5,000 arrival cap travel capacity. Cebu has 2,000 while Clark has 1,200. He shared that normally, the travel capacity, it's not really strictly just 5,000. Normal days, it would reach 6,500 in Manila. Well, the good thing is that they anticipate an increase in flights for March for the summer season. In fact, in Clark, there were 2 airlines that expressed their interest in flying in Clark. In Cebu, it's the same thing. So yes, more airline companies are showing interest in flying to the Philippines, especially, of course, that we have reopened our borders. That was the key thing. In Manila, they are really looking forward to increasing that flight capacity there, hopefully. So I think there will be good news for March. More flights, yeah. It's summer season. We expect that more will be coming for the following months. While for flights, you guys, if you have layover in Korea, if you're flying with Korean Air or other airlines, if you have a layover in Incheon, this was shared by the Philippine Embassy in Washington, that travelers to the Philippines transiting through Incheon Airport, you must have your negative test result. In a statement, they said, the Philippine Embassy in Washington said that passengers traveling to the Philippines and transiting to Incheon Airport in Korea who are not Philippine passport holders or dual citizens, They should present a negative test result. The test must have been taken 48 hours before departure. You already know. Because there is no available PCR testing in Incheon Airport for transit passengers. So to avoid being stranded, all passengers should have your 48 hours RT-PCR test result. Anyways, guys, it's a no-brainer. You should have the negative test result prior to leaving your origin country. No, walang exemption dito. All passengers who are 4 years old and older must have a negative test result RT-PCR 48 hours. One of the goals now of our kababayans is hopefully that RT-PCR test would be replaced by antigen test. You already know antigen test is much cheaper and easier to secure because the results can be released in 30 minutes lang or even less. There are a few countries that are already relaxing their testing requirement, like Canada, no? They switch or they are allowing antigen test na. Pero for Philippines, hopefully that we will follow soon. So that is something we look forward to, allow antigen test. Pal shared sa mga kababayan po natin mga OFWs, Pal shared po na hindi na po sila mag-ooperate ng repatriation flight or bayanihan flight na maglaland sa Subic. Since there's no more need for PAL to reroute OFW flights via Subic because mataas na yung capacity sa Manila. And since dun sa travel capacity, arrival capacity limit, hindi na included yung fully vaccinated Filipinos and foreigners according to Yusek Del Rosario of One Stop Shop. Yan, hindi na kayo ma-reroute sa Subic. Well guys, if you want to land in Cebu, these are the airlines that fly to Cebu. Kung gusto nyo pong mag-direct sa Cebu, huwag nang dumaan sa Maynila. You can go Philippine Airlines, Narita to Cebu. Then there's Qatar, Doha to Cebu. Cebu to Doha. And then there's Emirates, Cebu to Dubai, Dubai to Cebu. Scoot Airlines, ito cheap to, budget airline. Singapore to Cebu, Cebu to Singapore. Jeju Air, 1 times weekly. Ito Incheon, yung transit mo kung galing ka sa ibang country. Incheon to Cebu, Cebu to Incheon. And then there's also Jin Air, pero scheduled lang. They only have February 28 for this month left. And then Cathay Pacific. Well, Turkish Airlines, guys, Istanbul to Cebu, Cebu to Istanbul. 3 times a week. Oh, ang dami. If you want Clark, there's Scoot, there's Jetstar, Jin Air, Jeju Air, Qatar Airways, and Emirates. If you want to land in Clark, ayan. While sa mga gusto mag-direct sa Davao, those who want to land directly in Davao, we are accepting international flights as well. I know of Singapore Airlines or Scoot Airlines. And of course, for Manila, so many airlines fly there. If you want to see the daily arrivals or departure schedules in Manila Airport po, in Ninoy Aquino International Airport, you can check out their Facebook page. Every day they post it po. And so far, I see that Singapore Airlines have 3 daily flights to Manila. Sila yung madaming flights na daily. Well, in the Philippines, things are looking up. Our COVID-19 cases are still dropping. While in Cebu, it's good news as well. Oh, for the unvaccinated, Cebu City will no longer require a negative test result for you. Oh, at least. I know Clark, Davao, and then just now, Cebu City, if unvaccinated, you will not be required a negative test result. But for the majority of areas in the country, if you are unvaccinated, they will require negative test result. This is all, guys, for the update today. I just want to emphasize One Health Pass. Comply with your requirements. The airlines were instructed to carefully check the requirements. Do not board passengers without complete requirements. That's, basic. We have to comply so that we can avail a smooth arrival in the country. No stress. Diba? And then, for insurance, balikbayans, former Filipinos, kailangan po talaga. While if you are a Filipino citizen, hindi siya kailangan. Simple. Dual citizen, hindi kailangan. Not required. It's a personal choice for Filipino citizens. And for the travel cap, it's also very optimistic for the month of March, for the summer season, that there will be an increase, more flights. So this is all po. Optimistic naman yung update natin. Bye!